Well, hello there. My name is Sometimes Heather, and I play Elder Scrolls Sunlight. On Tuesdays, I usually publish a standalone video, but it doesn't always come, so today I'm going to be streaming 3 or 4 of Rigurt the Brash quests. Let's go in with Inessa. Inessa is my firesock. I was going to tell you her story today, but well, I'm on holiday and I've been busy. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Yeah. Hey, before we get started with our friend Rigurt, let's pet a dog. And also pick up the event daily. Seals of Zenithar
Your
is
hands
a
know the value. I'm
new
not
kind
sure
of
how
event
devout
in
you
ESO.
are, but
I made a
Zenithar's
little video
blessing is
about
freely
it. You
given.
can
I'm sure if you
check it
wanted,
out
he'd look
on my
kindly
channel
upon
right
you.
here on YouTube.
Self-improvement, betterment of commerce and wealth are
During
assured
this
to
event,
all. It's not difficult. All he asks is that we
you
learn a
get
new
to
skill, achieve great things, recover
gather
what's
event
lost in the
tickets
dirt,
through
or trade with the
completing the daily
merchants who
quest,
give
which
life
we
to
are doing
marketplaces.
right now.
Any of those labors.
And
Zenithar, turn your
also the
prosperous eyes
first
upon this laborer's work this day.
daily crafting writ grants you a unique present, and every master writ you complete grants you a present as well. Do I have any master writs? No, I don't. Inessa isn't my crafting character, so she doesn't know anything. So, in order to complete the event daily, we need to either gain a level or earn a champion point, unearth an antiquity or treasure chest, or trade with guild traders from other guilds. Not your own, but other guilds. And the threshold of getting the present is 5,000 pieces of gold. That's not a lot.
No charge to have a look.
I'm going to trust that we can complete the event quest while just hanging out with Rigurt. Daily endeavors for today are destroy 10 frost energies, collect 8 pure water springs or alchemical plants, that's easy. Place 7 furnishings, complete 1 quest in Cyrodiil, and pick up 2 chests from treasure maps. I think we can do at least 2 of those. But first, to Mournhold everyone. Rigurt the Brash is a recurring character in Elder Scrolls Online. He has a total of 7 unique quests. At this point, most DLCs and chapters bring a new Rigurt the Brash quests. He also has 2 quests in the base game. One of them is here in Mournhold. Let's go find him.
No charge to have a look.
Well, driving with your left hand is like very difficult. So, Rigurt is a Nord who has a desire to help people. Unfortunately, his helping doesn't always go as smoothly as one might hope. Rigurt!
I know you want to help the Nord cultural exchange. Hail! I am
Hail.
Rigurt the Brash. I lead our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange to the Dark Elves. Excuse, please, Dunmer. The proper term for puny ones is Dunmer. Small, I mean, not puny.
What?
Must remember, talk slower and louder. Let me start over. I am Rigurt.
Hey,
We're brand
Rigurt.
new diplomats, here to learn about Dark Elf way of life, and spread word about our glorious Nord culture. Such knowledging will strengthen our alliance.
I see. How's that going?
Badly. The Registrar makes us wait by this giant smelly toadstool while our gifts of culture, art, and religion gather dust. How about you take these gifts for us? Trade them for Dark Elf stuff. We need books, clothes, and relics.
Sure, why not?
Thank you for helping our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange. Hopefully the Registrar will call soon. In the meantime, I have leads on where you can take items for trade.
I am all ears.
Ha! Good joke! Rigurt can't wait to use it on the Dark Elf Ambassador. Now, which glorious item can I tell you about?
Where should I take these clothes?
Dark Elf dress is so fancy. I heard of tailor in Mournhold's crafting district named Irila Malaron. Give her our gift of Nord traditional garb. She'll be so impressed, she'll give us nice Dunmer clothes in return.
I see.
Thanks. And remember to speak loudly. You're a deputy envoy of Nord culture now.
Rigurt also wants to tell us about the other presents.
Thank you. Ha! Good joke.
Where should I take
Rigurt
this
can't
book?
wait. Little Greyskins mentioned a place with a great library. Shada Stula. They're sure to appreciate our book. Maybe trade for a book on Dark Elf culture and customs. That would be most excellent.
What about this heart thing?
That is a top-notch cultural relic. A heart of the wild. Take it to the monastery called Muthnar. Give it to monks as offering. But make sure to get a good Dark Elf relic in return.
Now, let's see what's going to happen. First, Rigurt's journal. As we are in Mournhold, we can easily find the... Was it tailor or seamstress? The clothing expert.
Clothing. Fine raiment here. The finest in Mournhold.
Actually, I was hoping to make an exchange. You know, barter.
I prefer gold. But what have you got?
I have these clothes from a group of nobles. They want to trade them for Dark Elf finery.
What's that odor? Have these ever been washed? Wait. This is baby mammoth fur. It's illegal to export it. You know, in the name of cultural exchange with our allies, I might have something to trade.
Wait, these Nord clothes are illegal?
Oh, don't worry. A mere triviality. Certainly nothing that should stand in the way of a cultural exchange. Here, take these display pieces. They were made with my experimental dyes. Makes the colors nice and vibrant.
I don't like the sound of that. Next stop. A little bit further away than I anticipated. But we also have a treasure chest nearby, which is nice and convenient. I'm going to travel outside of the reverie instead of using the way shrine because the home is closer. During this event, by the way, way shrine travel is
We never should have left Eastmarch.
available at a lower cost. I have here. Sorry. That was gross. Hopefully for me more than for you. Yes, way shrine travel available at lowered cost. Usually the cost for me personally is 72 pieces of gold during the event, 80. You can lower the cost, by the way, through champion points in the craft constellation. Nice and convenient. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have turned in ESO into a vampire. Stage 4. So we're gonna be nursing like Gregory, as usual. Ooh, antiquity lead. Inessa doesn't know how to dig up antiquities, so I'm going to leave that to LCP. The person we need to talk to is here. I got turned around. I do that so. Straight for a Dunmer relic. Let's see.
They're burning alive in there, and I can't save them!
Things are in some disarray here at the monastery. Did you need something important?
I'm here on behalf of some lords. They'd like to make a trade.
I don't know what to tell you, stranger. Have you seen what's happening here? Did you bring arms and armor, or maybe some kindle pitch? We could use some Nord war supplies right about now.
Well, I have this relic.
That's an animal heart, like from an ox. What am I supposed to do with a dried ox heart? Patience, patience. I suppose you want something in exchange for this.
That's the idea, yes.
The three have taught us. Fulfill your rights and duties. Here, take this loaf of stale bread. Tell them it's the holy loaf of... oh, I don't know. Make something up. Exaggerate. Nords like that.
I suppose we can do that. Next up. Shadow Store. Which can be found all the way there. Well, dang it. A smart person would have, of course, looked into the quest beforehand and cracked all the way shrines. Unfortunately, I am not smart, so we're going to be running around a lot today. Eidolon's Hollow is the closest one I have. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Ooh, alchemical ingredient. Nerdwood, also known as noisy weed. Taking a short cut. This week's weekly endeavor, one of them, by the way, is kill 250 enemies with weapon abilities. I want to make certain I'm not lying to you. Yes. Weapon abilities. I'm at 5. That's a little bit more time consuming and challenging than what I think. Doable, of course, but takes a little bit of dedication. Mountain flower. Another route. This endeavors go very well. Unlike me finding a safe passage to Shadowstone, you actually need to go around the mountain. It's embarrassing. Unfortunately, this is not the way either. I think we will all be happier if we just swim. This, I feel, is the most frustrating part about ESO. Figuring out how to get to a location. But on a further note, while you're trying to figure out how to reach your destination, you get to enjoy amazing scenery. I missed the moonstone there. And the compass. I have questions. Let's try this route. Yeah, enemy. ESO isn't the fastest damage dealer, nor is she the most efficient one, but she is quite entertaining. I made her quite a while ago because I wanted to try out a fire star, an inferno star. Gave one to Inessa, and oh boy, did she turn out fun. She wasn't a vampire in the beginning. Now she is. Hey, we're almost there. Returning will be easier because there's a way right next to the place. A post to ponder is Shadowstone a school or a tourist destination? I think it's a school. And here we are.
Welcome to Shadowstula. I maintain the school's collection of manuscripts and
It's a
books.
school. I have something you might be interested in. It's unusual.
Maybe, but I've seen it all. I don't think anything could surprise me anymore. Let me take a look.
Here.
Oh, my. Do you know what this is? It's an original edition of The Art of Love and Swordplay of the Nord poet Fjoki.
Who is
Fjoki was a bard of exceptional imagination but decidedly limited skill. According to his epic stanzas, he never met a creature he couldn't make love to or kill. Or both.
Is it worth anything?
No, it's lurid trash and common as guar. But I admit I've had a weakness for Fjoki since my youth. What do you want for it?
We have a choice to make. Do you have a book of Dunmer insults, taboos, and social blunders?
It's an axiom that there's no such thing as a Dunmeri joke book. But this is close. The Dunmer Dunce. Take it, please.
Yeah, thank you. Now we can return to Rigurt. If I am not mistaken, Rigurt is waiting for us. It would be quite silly if he had traveled to a different destination. Here we go.
I heard you drove those cannibals out of the Forgotten Crypts. Must have been a horrifying scene down there.
The Registrar still won't see us, and our guar steaks are beginning to spoil.
Welcome back, Deputy Envoy. Did you have luck making our cultural exchanges? We're still waiting to hear from the damn Registrar.
I have made all these
My
changes.
eyes are round with wonderment. Look what you have brought us. We accept these fantastic gifts. We now show our respect for the excellent Dunmer culture. Wait a moment while we change into this stylish Dunmer garb.
Complete quest.
All right, lads. Time to don our fancy new elf clothes.
There is always an epilogue to Rigurt's quests.
Envoy Rigurt, I regret to inform you that you'll need to wait a few more days.
Trolls take you, Registrar. Bah! We go home now.
No, wait! You can't leave. It's highly irregular. Think of the paperwork.
They have given up. My. Thus we have completed the first one of Rigurt's quests. I've made a little list. Let's continue to the next quest in the base game. This one can be found in Windhelm. Oh, I've gotten sound round. There.
Honest merchant, trust this one.
Windhelm can be found in East March. Rigurt in turn can be found here.
Come on, help us out here. We are deadline to meet.
This quest is called party planning. Let's see what goes wrong. Rigurt
Time to
we
party,
meet again.
party. Hello, friend. How long has it been? You remember Rigurt the Brash, leader of the glorious expedition for Nord Cultural Exchange? It is good to see you again. You are just in time to help.
What can I do to help?
I returned triumphantly from glorious mission to Dark Elf lands, and Thane Mera put me in charge of Skald King's big party. You like a good party, she says. Of course, I say. No one parties like Rigurt. Turns out the whole thing is mammoth dung.
What do you mean?
The pickled fish from Lower Jorgrim and the mead from Voljars have not yet arrived.
Oh dear.
Worse, my dark elf assistant never returned with my fancy Dunmer clothing from Mournhold. Everything goes wrong, and I am stuck here organizing things.
I can check on things for you.
You do a great service for Rigurt. Rigurt knew he could count on you.
I have a few questions.
Ask anything, friend.
Where can I find the pickled fish?
Ah, pickled fish. Sorry, you make Rigurt's mouth water. We placed the order for stinky fish with Fishermonger in Lower Jorgrim. Cross the bridge south of here and follow the shore east to the village.
Where can I find the meat?
Finest mead in all of Skyrim comes from Voljar's meadery. Go out the gate and cross the bridge. Then follow the road west along the river to get there.
Where can I find your dark elf clothes?
I sent my worthless assistant to retrieve fancy Dunmer garb from my vault at the bank. It's in the north part of the city. You can't be too careful with your fancy pants, right? Anyway, he never came back. Go look there for tiny little dark elf man.
Alrighty, now that we have our instructions, we can start looking around. First stop, behind the back.
Just one more, and another after that.
Doesn't anybody want to hear my funny story?
So we can either speak with Del South or just dig through the haystack. Let's be social.
What indignity! What utter... What... Who are you? Leave me alone! I'm not doing anything!
Rigurt sent me to retrieve his cultural gold.
Oh, such embarrassment and folly! It's a horror perpetrated against the dignity of Dunmer culture.
What are you talking about? Where are the clothes?
I'm talking about the clothes. These rags, they're a horrendous joke. And Rigurt plans to meet the ambassador wearing them. Oh, it's an incident in the making.
Oh dear.
I will not have it. I'm doing Rigurt a favor.
Fine. If you won't help me, I will find the clothes myself. And now I get to dive into the haystack. Completed. Recover Dunmer cultural gold. I need more copy.
You look far too serious for this place.
Do you find me attractive?
I will be right back. Gracefully.
Is this on straight?
Now, as is customary, I need to check that I am, in fact, in the picture. Yes, I am. Let's continue with the fish or the meat, whichever is closer.
Get yourself a drink.
Meat can be found here and fish here. I think the fish is closer, so we'll go
What is it?
there. Fish. That dog cannot be petted. That's a bit of a disappointment. I heard a rumor that there's a cat that you can interact with in High Isle, but I haven't been able to find it. If you have, please send me a comment.
The real
Because
need
I
is
would
to
most
watch
definitely want to see
what to give.
both the comments and the cat.
Greetings. What brings you to my pier in the middle of this disaster?
I'm looking for pickled fish for the Conung Lake.
Sure as bones. What with the giant attack and all, I completely forgot about all that. My sincerest apologies. Here you go.
What happened here?
Haven't you heard? Giants attacked Lower Yorgrim. Go speak to Araki in the tavern over there if you want more information.
I'm surprised you can spare the fish.
It's pickled fish. No one actually eats this stuff. It's more of a tradition than a food group. I've even seen a starving horker refuse to eat these stinky fish. It might be good for keeping the wolves away, though.
Huh. Interesting. Now for the meat. This way, everyone. Let's throw away some gold to spare time. It's not that long away, but I'm impatient. Oh yes. Bones. Now, who has the meat?
Welcome to Voryar's meadery. Please excuse the mess.
You have an order of meat for the Conung Lake?
Sorry. We had some trouble, and there hasn't been enough mead to fill the order. I'll get it on a cart as soon as possible. Here, take this bottle. It's my way of apologizing for the delay.
What kind of trouble?
You'll need to ask Halder about that. I just filled the orders. He's right outside if you haven't spoken to him already.
Let's go speak with the other guy. I have already forgotten his name. Oh, a drinking song. Let's do like their meat. No containers to loot in the upstairs area.
My poor Inga.
Oh,
I
Haralda
promise you,
also has
the Volyar
rest.
name will not be forgotten.
I'll pick that up later. Now let's return to Rigurt with loot. Well, that wasn't very crisp.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
There's always a party going on in Windhelm.
Welcome back, my most excellent friend. How goes the hunt?
I picked up the meat and the fish, and I found your cultural garb.
Excellent, and just in time, too. We must welcome most important foreign dignitaries to Windhelm. Here, a set of cultural garb just for you. Please, put these on.
So, now we get to wear Dunmer cultural garb.
I am ready to receive ambassadors in style. Ladies can't resist cultural garb. Get dressed and meet me by the docks.
Costumes, quest-related, appearance changing. Things can be found here. This stylish dark elf clothing displays a variety of garish colors. Oh my. Well, isn't this just... well, not so pretty. But allowing Rigurt to wear this kind of garments all on its own would be impolite. So we shall let use him.
I love visiting the forge.
Windhelm.
It's always so toasty.
A little bit of a challenge. I'm taping. Oh, here we go.
You know...
Excellent. Oh, you are here. And you are all fancy. All cultural and everything.
Are you drunk?
What? No, of course not. Well, maybe a little. The meat you brought looked so good. I took a teeny swig to calm my nerves. I can't help it if the bottle was so small. Being master of ceremonies is hard work. I bet King Joran drinks plenty.
Should you postpone this meeting?
Don't be silly. Here come the dignitaries. Now, look casual and dignified.
Oh my. Pretty packed dignitaries.
Welcome to bustling city of Windhelm for King Joran's amazing Cornenlicker celebration. We greet the ambassadors of the glorious Dark Elf and Argonian nations with stinky arms and open fish. Let Rigurt be the first to welcome... one moment, please. Let me just check my notes. Ambassador Flies of Steel and Ambassador Normal. Ha!
Ha! How amusing. King Joran sent his court jester to receive us. Bravo! Bravo, I say.
What an interesting form of greeting. I may never truly learn to understand the dry skins. Perhaps we should head to the inn, Yvette.
Yes. Cracking suggestion. Perhaps they'll have something other than that. What is that awful gnawed beverage?
Luckily, the dignitaries mistook us for jesters.
That went amazingly well. Oh, I think.
I'm not so sure.
Nonsense! You worry too much, my friend. This is going to be the best corn liquor ever. Now, Please take this. It's a gift for all your hard work. Rigurt insists.
Well, thank you, thank you. I have been mistaken. No epilogue to this quest. Next stop, I think our last quest for today is Hrothgar. This is a quest that takes place in a DLC, so we shall no longer be inside the base game. I have gotten turned around. Let's actually get rid of this silly quest. That's better.
They're all the same.
Hrothgar is placed here. Rigurt's quest
The palace is
can
still a
be
wreck.
found.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't
Here.
see your people.
Cultural
I don't believe
affections.
this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
And again we need to run. Jeez. Well, at least we get to watch sceneries along the way.
Zenithar, provider of our ease. I fear your ways are little understood. Help me see that your teachings are known in these lands.
Hrothgar is a land of all sorts of interesting things. You can find a lot of snow and ruins and treacherous drops and fauna unlike anywhere else. Uncertain if that came out like according to grammar, but please don't let it bother you. I could, of course, just follow the road. Seem to have misplaced the road. No injuries, no injuries, everything's fine. I don't have a quick heal on Inessa, so trying quite hard to get that. Playing the stage 4 vampire is a little bit challenging at times. Trying to recall how much running around this quest entails, but can't. So we'll see. We'll see. Rigurt can be found here on the pier. Perhaps he has just arrived. Rigurt, friend, we need to
Rigurt would like to speak word. Most excellent to be seeing you again, my bestest friend. It is I, Rigurt the Brash, but you can call me Ambassador now. The Ebonheart Pact sent me to extend a branch of peace to glorious, brave, and beautiful Orcish peoples.
That's an eloquent way to describe orcs.
Oh, friend, you see to the depths of Rigurt's heart, riddled as it is to overflowing with Freyla's pointy arrows of affection. If only Rigurt knew how to express such feelings to the lovely Ambassador Lazdutha.
Is there something I can do to help?
Really? You would help? You are too kind. The Ambassador's aide, Rulfala, said I need to collect delicious orcish delicacies, but I can't leave the clan hold. If you could find these things, I can prepare a romantic meal and win Lazdutha's love.
I will find what you need.
Trade these Nord delicacies for the finest ale and cheese in Hrothgar. Rigurt and his Jade Princess will feast until we are too full to escape our love. And find out what poems or perfumes are used in orc wooing rituals. Rigurt might need the help.
I have some questions about the items you asked me to find.
Oh, Rigurt has no idea. All these orc customs are strange and confusing to my Nordic nature. Maybe the Ambassador's aide, Rulfala, can help. After all, she was the one who explained all about orc courting rituals to me. She is very knowledgeable.
Why are you meeting the Ambassador in Morkel instead of Orsini?
Because this is where Ambassador Lazdutha meets with all the important foreign dignitaries. Something to do with her chambers in Orsinium still being under construction. Besides, this is where Rigurt's boat is docked, which makes it very convenient.
Tell me more about Ambassador
Lazdutha? She is the apple in my tart and the rabbit in my meatball. She captured the Rigurt's heart the moment I stepped into her presence. With your help, Lazdutha will be as smitten with me as I am with her.
Now we can ask Rulfala about these.
Ah, the handsome Rigurt has chosen you to be his champion. I approve. What a rare and prestigious honor to be selected to participate in the sacred rites of orc love. So tell me, what would you like to know?
Can you tell me more about the items Rigurt asked me to collect?
Of course. Any friend of Rigurt's is a friend of mine. The Ambassador has been very curious about seductive orcish delicacies, which is the best way to win an orc's heart. But I must warn you, some of these items will be difficult to acquire.
What kind of food do orcs consider amorous?
No orc woman can resist the cheese of the mighty Achater. Its milk can peel the paint from a wall, but its cheese tastes like sunshine on a cloudy day. It's perfect for a romantic meal. A cheesemonger to the north makes the best. It's my favorite. Of course, any friend of Rigurt's is a friend of mine. The Ambassador has been very curious about seductive orcish delicacies, which is the best way to win an orc's heart. But I must warn you, some of these items will be difficult to acquire.
What do orcs drink when they're being wronged?
Orcs love ale. Any kind of ale. But the ale that's most likely to put an orc maiden in a romantic mood is made by a reclusive brewer in southern Hrothgar. I love the stuff. Perhaps Lumgro Busby will trade his ale for the rare mead Rigurt gave you.
Oh, now we get to persuade her. You can tell me, what makes Rigurt's mead so rare?
Rigurt told me it's the last bottle of Voljar's buzzed mead in all of Hrothgar. The fastest way to a Nord maiden's heart, according to the Ambassador. Rigurt said you're sure to get lucky if there's a live bee inside when your intended opens it.
A live bee?
Of course. Any friend of Rigurt's is a friend of mine.
Any other ways to
The Ambassador has been very... Some orcs have a fondness for foreign culture. We don't have any love poems, but I enjoy the sonnets of the Redguard poet Borisad. He's visiting Hrothgar now. And I noticed that Rigurt thinks Huntwife Yatsog smells good. See what perfume she uses.
So, which one of these items is the closest? Let's see. What do you know? Everything is conveniently close to Shreds. This pleases me. I'm going to run to this one and then we'll that I completely forgot to see which one is the closest. Let's start from here and make our way north. So the first is Walk A. As we explore the southern areas of Moscow, we see that the climate is entirely different. This one got teleported. I'm looking for a lead for drops from chemical ingredient. How convenient.
Before all this Orsinium nonsense, people used to respect the privacy of the noble recluse.
Are you the brewer who crafts the ale that drives the orc maidens crazy?
Congratulations, you found me. What are you? Another lovelorn cub trying to win the affection of an orc who's too good for you? Away with you! My ale takes months to brew, and I won't part with what I have left so you can have an evening of passion.
Does the ale really have an amorous effect on orcs?
Orcs aren't worth their weight in Horker stew without a romantic urge and a healthy taste for good ale. But yes, my special brew has been known to accentuate the urge, especially in women. That's why I stay out here and keep my batches small.
What's so special about this ale?
What's so... Listen here, outsider. I use only the finest ingredients and freshest spring water to brew my ale. Not to mention the 7 secret spices and the 100-year-old yeast I inherited from my mother. It packs a kick and does the trick.
Would you be willing to trade for a bottle of rare Nord mead?
Rare Nord? Is this? It is. I've heard of Volyard's buzzed mead, but I've never had the opportunity to try it. All right, fine, let's trade. I wonder if they really put a bee in the bottle. Volyard's buzzed mead! Listen, it actually buzzes! I can't wait to take a swig.
Let's see if he drinks it.
What in the name of Malakath's left tusk? Why are there so many bees?
That was a lot of bees. Now let's go for the poem. Yes? Yes. Opening this way shrine is easier than returning to the one. I like it when things are complicated. This way, everyone. Please smoke. Take. Looking at these, one does have to wonder, how on earth did the orcs make these roads? Uncertain though if it's a road or an aqueduct. Giants often mean mountains. That's right. Actually, two. No leads. Vanessa has quite a few armor sets that give her all sorts of perks. She perks, that is. Since she isn't the fastest or most efficient damage dealer on that, give her all sorts of ways to do extra damage.
This work isn't going to do itself.
That's on duty.
This land inspires me.
Am I in battle? Seems I upset ogres.
This land inspires me. I already have enough ideas to fill an entire book of poetry.
Are you the famous Red Guard poet I've heard about? Maybe you can help me with an orc poem.
Famous? Perhaps. Some people like my poems, and that is enough for me. But you want an orc poem. What particular topic intrigues you? War? Blood? Revenge? I know a decidedly graphic verse advocating the benefits of evisceration.
Nothing like that. I need a love poem to impress an orc maiden.
A love for an orc? Are we talking about the same orcs? The violent, bad-tempered, warlike people? Those orcs? I'm not certain they write about love. Certainly not like the Bretons or Nords. Perhaps I could interest you in a Red Guard love sonnet.
I really need an orcish love poem. Any ideas?
Let me think. Oh, of course. Have you heard the poem about the warrior and the axe she loves? Ode to a Battle Axe, I believe it is called.
That's just
I suppose I could change a word or two, and it might suffice for your purposes.
If you think that it will work.
Indubitably. I'll just change my axes to my lady loves, and fills me with a lust for blood becomes fills me with a lust for you. Not up to my usual standards, but I think you'll agree that it has a certain charm.
Thanks for the info. Now we need to collect oak cheese. It's another way shrine. So let's run to it. I need to kill something in order to get help. Convenient. Cheese can be found this way. I am completely and utterly lost if I don't use custom waymarkers. I think you've already noticed that.
Have you come for my cheese? That seems to be the only thing anyone ever wants to talk to me about these days.
Is your cheese the one that makes orcs passionate?
That old hearthwife's tale again. Yes, Wooly here gives the best milk in 7 strongholds. And yes, Wooly's milk makes the most delicious and smooth and creamy cheese in all of Hrothgar. But its amorous attributes have been greatly exaggerated.
So eating Wooly's cheese doesn't make orc maidens go wild?
Well, I didn't say that. The quality of Wooly's milk, combined with my secret processes, does add a tinge of arousal with every bite you take. But cheese, even my cheese, won't make an orc fall in love with you. It's not magica, you know.
Would you trade this block of curdled mammoth cheese for a chunk of your Ecates cheese?
Curdled mammoth cheese? That's a Nord delicacy. I mean, I suppose that would be a fair trade. Just remember that Wooly's cheese can be rather potent. A little goes a long way when it comes to romancing an affectionate orc.
Thanks for the cheese. Cheese for everyone. And now for the perfume. That's our last stop, and after that, I suppose we can return to Rigurt. I'll try to stick to the road this time because the terrain looks a little bit dangerous. It's an ice rain.
You make more noise than a mountain bear in heat.
I heard you coming from an arrow's flight away, and I smelled you from 2. Is there something I can do for you?
And wife Yatsuk, I wanted to ask you about the perfume you wear.
Perfume? Orcs don't wear perfume. Only Bretons and fancy elves enjoy that flowery stink. Why in the world would you think I wear perfume?
Ambassador Rigurt mentioned how good he thought you smelled.
Rigurt? The Nord ambassador? He seemed friendly enough. We met while I was visiting with my clan chief. What's this really all about? Tell me and maybe I can help.
Rigurt needs an orcish perfume to help him impress an orc woman.
That sly dog. I knew he liked Lazditha. But the only perfume an orc woman loves is the smell of battle and the scent of our enemy's blood. An orc chief often fights a powerful foe before wooing a wife. My chief reeked when he asked for my hand.
A powerful foe? Any suggestions?
As a matter of fact, I've been tracking the Great Bear Norgim for days.
Oh, we have to do that
Smart
as well.
and strong, definitely worthy of Lazditha. Norgim hunts in the nearby streams. Get some of that stink on Rigurt, and Lazditha will melt with desire. I guarantee it.
All right. I will look for Norgrim, the Great Bear. There we go. Let's run. I could have, of course, traveled to the way shrine, but I don't know. I like gold. Trying to hold on to every piece I have. Moment. No leaves. Oh, look, it's me. Still nothing. But we have broken the bear. Look, the perfume, I'll check. I suppose we can just travel to here. You can get daily delve quests from this place, so I've been here many times and therefore remember.
Please, I need to buy food.
Rigurt, we have done your bidding.
My friend, welcome back. But tell me, were you able to acquire the ingredients for my evening of orcish romance?
I have collected all of the items you asked for.
That is most excellent news. Rigurt's heart dances like the patrons in the fire pit of the Flaming Niche. How did everyone like my Nordic gifts? Were they excited beyond all thought and reason?
They seemed happy, except Bolam. For some reason, the meat was full of bees.
Really? That indicates that everything will turn out well. It must have been a queen bee they put into the mead. But Ambassador Lazduthar will be here any moment. She said she had documents for me to sign. Quick! Give Rigurt the items of love.
Here you go.
Woolly crab cheese, special ale, an orcish love poem. Even a stinky orc perfume. My gratitude and wonderment know no bounds. And here comes Lazduthar, my sweet emerald coquette. Hurry, my good friend. You must hide.
Complete quest.
Ambassador Rigurt, I have those documents. Is this a good time?
Ah, my sweet Lazduthar. Rigurt has gifts for you, ripe with orcish affection.
Ambassador Rigurt, this is highly inappropriate. Wait, is that a chater cheese I smell?
My sweet, my blade, my lady love. Your pommel fits my hand like an armored glove. I promise to never let our attraction dull, even when we've crushed his skull.
Ambassador Rigurt, I can't abide such behavior.
But, my jade goddess, I don't understand.
Oh, Rigurt, pay no attention to Lazduthar. You've won my heart with your gifts of affection.
Ulfala? This is most confusing. Rigurt had no idea you had such feelings.
How could I not? After all, you completed the ancient marriage proposal. We're engaged now.
Rigurt never expected... Wait, what?
Oh my, oh my. And now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. No, wait. Let's return the daily quest. So next week we will... No, wait. No, it's Tuesday or Thursday. We will continue with the remaining Rigurt quests. We'll travel to Alinor, Rim Western Skyrim, Burnley Highway. I'm quite excited to see what kind of a dilemma Rigurt will be facing in. So, to Belgard. Back to where we started.
Back so soon? Are you done with the task, Zenith? You've proven yourself a reliable and prosperous child of trade, dear heart. You're dead.
Let's see what we got. Puzzles go under supplies. A zero-deal treasure map. A furnishing pattern. Ground repair kit, hemming, and copper dust. Could be worse. But now, truly, the time has come to say goodbye. for now, I will return on Thursday at 2 p.m. to complete the rest of Rigurt's quests. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Bye.